Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's Brad. Welcome to another different video from my channel. Like, I haven't done one of these before, but people have asked for deck profiles for some of the decks I've been using in multiplayer duels, stuff like that. So I thought, why the hell not? Gonna dive right in with probably one of my favorite decks to play, which is the Egyptian God deck. So what I'll be doing is I'll just say the amount of cards I'm using and what they're really used for in this deck. So starting with the spells, you got 3 Man of the Bound Creator. Now, like if you've got either Obelisk or Ra on the field, then he can't be targeted and he can't be destroyed by card effects. And whenever he destroys a monster, your opponent takes 1,000 points of damage. There is no negative to having that card in the deck. 2 MSTs, that's pretty self-explanatory. 2 dualities, you know, just searching out something like Ra's Disciple or one of the hands, or even Marshmallow. A Geki, just clearing the opponent's field. Snatch Steal. I have that in because just for the scenarios where your opponent has got one big monster on the field and they have managed to get rid of your defenses for like Marshmallows or fire and ice hands and stuff. 1 Soul Charge, you know, just to bring back a bunch of monsters. If you've got an Egyptian God in your hand and you know you can summon it next turn, sorry about that. That's useful for that. 3 Upstart Goblins, just another way of drawing cards. It doesn't really matter giving your opponents life points because the attacks from Obelisk and Ra are gonna countermand that. 1 Deep Prison, pretty self-explanatory. 2 Metal Reflex Slimes for tribute bait for Obelisk and Ra. Also, they're protected by Man of the Bound Creator because they're technically level 10 monsters. 2 Mirror Force, self-explanatory. 3 Fire Hands. When they're destroyed, you get to destroy your opponent's monsters and bring out an Ice Hand, which then leads on to 3 Ice Hands, which when they're destroyed, you get to destroy one of your opponent's spell trap cards and bring out a Fire Hand. So you're never really left without something on your field. 2 Gilosauruses, you know, if you get them early on, that's 2 special summons. If you then get, you know, a Marshmallow face down and you've got Mirror Force, then you're pretty much set up for a God card on turn 2, assuming you get that lucky. 3 Marshmallows, you know, they can't be destroyed by battle, so you pretty much always got a monster on the field. They deal 1,000 points of damage, so they pretty much eradicate the effects of Upstart Goblin, assuming you haven't done any damage. So they're pretty good. 3 Mecha Phantom Beast Hamstrats. When they're flipped face up from an attack, you get 2 tokens. That's instantly 3 monsters on the field. If they destroy your Hamstrat, that's still 2 monsters on the field. You've only got to find 1 more the next turn to summon the Egyptian God. 2 Obelisks. I did originally have 1 of each Egyptian God card, but Slifer in this deck didn't work really well because of his effect where he gains 1,000 points per card in your hand, and you're not really going to have that many cards in your hand with this deck. So obviously 2 Obelisks is a lot better. He is definitely the best Egyptian God card. For the legal TCG release anyway. 3 Ra's Disciples, you know, you summon 1, you can special summon 2 others, and then you contribute them for an Egyptian God card if you manage to keep them on the field. 2 Spirit Reapers, similar with Marshmallow, they can't be destroyed, so they're staying on the field. And finally, 1 Winged Dragon of Ra, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's an Egyptian God card, why the hell not? So yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. If you use this deck profile and it works for you, let me know in the comments below. If you've got any duels using this deck or you got any tips for me to improve this deck, then I'd like to actually hear them in the comments below, because you know I'd like to improve the flow of this deck, make it run a little bit better, a little bit more consistent. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.